2021年の大学入学共通テスト英語を挑戦してみます。問い6 You were working on a class project about safety in sports and found the following article. You are reading it and making a poster to present your findings to your classmates, making ice hockey safer.Ice hockey is a team sport enjoyed by a wide variety of people around the world. The object of the sport is to move a hard rubber disc called a puck into the other team's net. Puck, これだ。Team's net with a hockey stick. ね。こういうやつだ。Two teams with 6 players. そうなんだ。On each team engaged in this fast-paced sport on a hard and slippery ice rink. Players may reach a speed of 30キロ。そうなんだ。時速30キロもあるの？すごいな。Sending the puck into the air. At this pace, both the players and the puck can be a cause of serious danger.The speed of the sports and the slippery surface of the ice rink make it easy for players to fall down or bump into each other, resulting in a variety of injuries. そうね、怪我の元だね。ただでさえぶつかったら怪我するもんね。In an attempt to protect players, equipment such as helmets, gloves, and pads for the shoulders, elbows, and legs has been introduced over the years. Despite these efforts,Ice hockey has a high rate of concussions. Concussion is an injury to the brain that affects the way it functions. It is caused by either direct or indirect impact to the head, face, neck, or elsewhere, and can sometimes cause temporary loss of consciousness.脳震盪的なことなのかな In less serious cases, for a short time, players may be unable to walk straight or see clearly, 感じやん or they may experience ringing in the ears. Some believe they just have a slight headache and do not realize that they have injured their brains. In addition to not realizing the seriousness of the injury,Players tend to worry about what they possibly think. In the past, coaches preferred tough players who played in spite of the pain. In other words, while it would seem logical for an injured player to stop playing after getting hurt, many did not. While it would seem logical,For an injured player to stop playing after getting hurt. 怪我した選手を昔はすぐ出しとったんだね。Recently, however, it has been found that concussion can have serious efforts that last a lifetime. 後遺症的なあれか。People with a history of concussion may have trouble concentrating or sleeping. Moreover,They must suffer from psychological problems such as depression and mood changes. In some cases, players may develop smell and taste disorders. そこまで味覚とか嗅覚にまで影響するんだ。The National Hockey League, consisting of the team in Canada and the United States, has been making stricter rules and guidelines to deal with concussions.For example, 2001年では the NHL introduced the wearing of or visors, pieces of clear plastic attached to the helmet that protect the face. 顔を守る。でも顎パーンってやられると脳震盪起こるもんね。At first, it was optional and many players choose not to wear them. 2013年からはしかし it has been required.In addition, in 2004年で the NHL began to give more several penalties, such as suspensions and fines, to players who hit another player in the head deliberately. NHL は also introduced a concussion spotters system in 2015. In this system, NHL officials with the access to live streaming and video replay watch for visible indication of concussion during each game. At first, two concussion spotters who had no medical training mentioned the game in the arena. The following year, 1 to 4 concussion sports with medical training were added. なんかいろいろルールが加えられてるね。They mentioned each game from the league's head office in New York. If a spotter thinks that a player has suffered a concussion, the player is removed from the game and is taken to a quiet room for an examination by a medical doctor. でも選手を守るためにそれぐらいしないかもな。The player is not allowed to return to the game until the doctor gives permission. 昔は出してたってここで言っとるもんね。他のやってなかったけど、それをもうドクターのパーミッション付きじゃないと戻っちゃダメぐらいにしたわけね。NHL has made much progress in making ice hockey a safe sport. As more is learned about the causes and effects of concussions, the NHL will surely take further measures to ensure player safety. Better safety might lead to an increase in the number of ice hockey players and fans. そうだね。怪我ばっかりのスポーツなんかあんま見たかないもんね。ね。Choose the best option for on your poster. Best option. これか。short term, long term. これね。Loss of consciousness, difficulty walking straight, blinking in ears. そうだね。Unable to walk straight or see clearly. Walking but see clearly がない。ってことは see clearly に関するのは unclear vision か。で、ロングタームはライフタイムで続くって言ってたのが、concentrating sleeping それからサイコロジカルプロブレム、ディプレッションとムードチェンジね。ディプレッションとムードチェンジ、サイコロジカルとその前か。コンセントレーションとスリーピングがプロブレムになるから、スリープディソーダーですかね。Choose the best option. National Hockey League は requires helmets with this gives cigar to dangerous players. Has introduced concussion spotters to書いてあったね。プロテクトフェイスするためにね。でもやらなくてペナルティーズでデンジャラスプレーペナルティーでしょ。でその後 In this system, official with access to live streaming and video player watch for visible indication of concussion during each game. ってことは allow players to return to the game だね。Examine players who have a concussion. Find players who could identify. これはね、これはドクターの仕事なのね。Examine players who have a concussion はドクターがする仕事。そういう風になってクワイトルームでってことだね。そのために find players who cause concussion 4番だな。Choose the best option for Ice hockey players have a high risk of suffering from concussion. Therefore, the NHL has been expecting the players to become tougher. 違うよ。強くなるじゃないよ。Been implementing new rules and guidelines. Give medical training to coaches. あ、なんか普通の書いてあったな。Made wearing a visors optional. オプショナルじゃダメじゃん。コーチじゃなくていいでしょ、メディカルは。コーチにやるとは書いてないよね。別にコーチじゃなくていいから2。最後。You are studying nutrition and health class. You're going to read the following passage from a textbook to learn more about various sweeteners. Cake, candy, soft drinks. Most of us love sweet things. 私は好きじゃないけど。In fact, young people say sweet to mean something is good in English. When we talk of sweetness, we imagine ordinarily white sugar from sugar cane or sugar beet plants. Scientific discoveries, however, have changed the world of sweeteners. We can now extract sugars from many other plants. The most obvious example is corn. Corn is abundant, inexpensive, and easy to process. High fructose corn syrup is about 1.2 times sweeter than regular sugar. そうなんだ。But quite high in calorie. そうなんだ。inexpensive で 1.2 倍甘いけどカロリーが高いね。Taking science one step further over the past 700 years, scientists have developed a wide variety of artificial sweeteners. A recent U.S. National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey concluded that 14.6% average American's energy intake is from added sugar. 14.6 は added sugar, which refers to sugar that is not derived from whole foods. A banana, for example, is a whole food, while a cookie contains added sugar. More than half of added sugar calories are from sweetened drinks and desserts. Dessert. どうしちゃったかな。Lots of added sugar can have negative effects on our bodies, including excessive weight gain and other health problems. For this reason, many choose low-calorie substitutes for drinks, snacks, and desserts. Natural alternative to white sugar include brown sugar, honey, and maple syrup, but they also tend to be high in calories. Consequently, alternative low-calorie sweeteners, mostly artificial chemical combinations, have become popular. The most common LCSs today are aspartame, stevia, sucralose. Not all LCSs are artificial. Stevia comes from plant leaves. そうなんだ。Alternative sweeteners can be hard to use in cooking because some cannot be heated and most are far sweeter than white sugar. そうなの cannot be heated. They're far sweeter than white sugar. Aspartame ASK are 200倍 sweeter than sugar. Stevia は300倍。すごい。300倍。Sucralose has twice the sweetness of stevia. スティービアの スティビアの2倍ってことは600倍ってこと？ 600 倍？算数ができないからなんともいいけど。Some new sweeteners are even more intense. A Japanese company recently developed Advantame, which is 2,000 times sweeter than sugar. すごいね。Only a tiny amount of this substance is required to sweeten something. When choosing sweeteners, it is important to consider health issues. Making desserts with lots of white sugar, for example, results in high-calorie dishes that could lead to weight gain. There are those who prefer LSCs for this very reason. そうね。ダイエットもあれってよく言われるもんね。But from calories, however, some research links consuming artificial LCS with various other health concerns. そう、健康被害のことね。Some LCs contain strong chemical suspected of causing cancer, while other has been shown to affect memory and brain development. So they can be dangerous, especially for young children, pregnant women, and the elderly. There are a few relatively natural alternative sweeteners like なんて読むんだこれキシリトールかand sorbitol, which are low in calories. Unfortunately, these move through the body extremely slowly, so consuming large amounts can cause stomach trouble. Stomach trouble だったらブレインとかメモリーとかも大変だね。When people want something sweet, even with all the information, it is difficult for them to decide whether to stick to common higher calorie sweeteners like sugar or to use LCs. Many varieties of gum and candy today contain one or more artificial sweeteners. Nonetheless, some people who would not put artificial sweeteners in hot drinks may still buy such items. Individuals need to weigh the options and then choose the sweeteners that best suit their needs to circumstances. You learn that modern science has changed the world of sweeteners by discovering new sweeter white sugar types. White sugar types? Measuring the energy intake of Americans. エナジーインテイクアメリカンズは確かにデータ出たけどこれじゃない。Providing a variety of new options. Using many newly developed plants from the environment. Environment? The world sweet のワールドを変えたんでしょ？何によって変えたの？ホワイトシュガータイプじゃないでしょ。Newly developed plants from the environment. だからプラントばっかじゃないからこれもダメだね。じゃあ3か。You are summarizing the information you have just studied. How should the table be finished? アドバンテインが一番高くて次が600倍だから600倍の桜ロースだからこれとこれでしょ。で600倍の次は300倍のステビアが来てるでその次が200倍の ACK これかだから3 According to the article you read, which of the following are true? 2 オプションを選ぶね。Alternative sweeteners have been proven to cause weight gain. なんか weight gain のことは書いてあったけどAmericans get 14.6% of their energy from alternative sweeteners。 14.6 のことは書いてあったね。added sugar that is not derived from whole foods じゃないもの。じゃないものって言ってるけど、alternative sweeteners からだとは言ってないから、これ違う。カロリーが少ないのもあるって書いてあるし、ヘルスイシューのことが書いてあったよね。Many choose low calorie sustainable drinks っていうのを使うんですよって言ってるから、プルーブしたわけではないのか。It is possible to get alternative sweeteners from plants. plants から取ってるのって書いてあった。Most artificial sweeteners are easy to cook with. いや、クックできないって書いてあったね。Cannot be heated. Far sweeter than sugar. って言ってた。ここは15も読んどくか。Sweeteners like キシリトールやソルビトール are not digested quickly. To describe the author's position, which of the following is most appropriate? The author argues against the use of artificial sweeteners について言っていて、in drinks and desserts. The author believes artificial sweetener has successfully replaced とは言ってないんじゃない？アゲンスト。別にアゲンストではないよね。事実を舐めてるだけでアゲンストかどうか。アゲンスト。The author states that it is important to invent much sweeter products for future use. 健康被害とかもあるけど、individuals need to weigh their reactions and then choose the sweetener that best suit their needs and circumstances. 最後の締め的には別に将来性がないとは言ってないよね。で、it is important to invent much sweeter product をインベントすることじゃないね、別にね。The author suggests that people focus on choosing sweeteners that makes sense for them. そうだね。じゃあ4番。疲れた。